Hello, good morning. It's Nitya Martino. How is everybody? Gonna wait for a few people to get on. So, today we're gonna set up for a restorative class. So, my intention is setting up for this restorative class this morning. Make sure that you all have some bolsters or blocks, blankets. So I have a bolster here. You can use some of the pillows, maybe off your couch. If you don't have regular bolsters, um, you can also use your pillows that you sleep with, your home, so they're clean and they're safe. So I would go get your props if you don't have them. I had mentioned that this would be a restorative class, so yeah. So see if you can get some props for yourself, either some bolsters, some blocks, something cushiony and soft, because the restorative pose this morning is it's about relaxing, and I just want to give you a little information. It's going to be in the comments when this is posted. It's a practice to allow the body to fully relax and fully release with focus on the breath and with complete surrender of the breath in some of the asanas. So sometimes we'll be consciously breathing to feel the breath within the body, and then sometimes we're just going to let go and experience whatever it is that we experience. So what this does, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and it allows the body to let go completely. So in the times we're in, and even regularly, people are always overdoing, and a restorative pose is so necessary. I think on a day like today in New Jersey, this is a good ending to the week, I think. So always remember that the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body. So when we see our breath slow, peaceful, comfortable, and without controlling it, we can connect to a deeper sense of ourselves and discern whether muscles are engaging or releasing. And that's very, very important. I've been watching some summits on TV lately, online. And I've always known this, and I always like to refresh and bring things back to basics. Basics are a lot more complicated and a lot more challenging for people to experience because they always want to multitask, which is not always a good thing. So we want to learn to breathe. I have my breathing shirt on. Breathe deeply. I got this for Christmas. It's actually the first time I'm wearing it. So I'm premiering it here on my YouTube channel. So yeah. And I'm offering this practice today to assist you in coming to a state of peace and ease, which is where the body is able to heal. And with its own innate intelligence, it's able to heal. So when we relax, the body knows what it's going to do. So I want you to enjoy the time and just be. I want you to connect with the deeper and truer self of who you truly are, because that's who you truly are. So yeah, so I hope everybody has their blankets and their bolsters and their blocks. And I see a few people online. I had somebody contact me. She texted me yesterday. She said, if I'm just watching and not doing it, does that count? And I said, yes, because your body is still getting an input. So, and I had said that a few days earlier, that when you are even in a yoga class, I've had students very ill from chemotherapy who come into a yoga class and they just lay down and listen. And I think that's really important. So, so good morning, and make sure you have all your props. I just set that up for everybody. have your blankets, your bolsters. You're going to be really comfortable. We're not going to stand up today at all. And so let's get started, okay? And as I always say, I know I sound like a broken record, but as a yoga therapist, that's what I do. Just be comfortable, be safe, and only do what you feel comfortable with, okay? When you start to feel a stretch, you want to feel a gentle stretch. You don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, you know? This is restorative. This is to let go and to release. So I'm going to get my props out. So make sure you have your prop. These are my bolsters. I have a few of these. And keep that there. I have some blocks. If you have a pranayama pillow, I happen to have one here. So these are different tools that we're going to use today. Now, again, if you don't have any bolsters like I'm showing you, go get some pillows from your bedroom. Get some pillows off your couch, something firm. These are very firm. These aren't as big as the ones that I usually teach with. I've had these probably about 16 years. So I have a couple of them, and I've given a couple to friends. But I love these. They're really cool texture. I haven't seen them anywhere. So we're going to get started now. So I'd like you all to come to a comfortable seated position. And again, we're going to be on the floor. We're going to relax today. So make sure you have your props with you. I don't want you to have to go get props while we're ready to go into a pose. So close your eyes and sit up comfortable. And watch your inhalation and your exhalation. And really soften your belly as you breathe inward. And just let the belly gently contract as you exhale. Sitting tall, keeping the heart high. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And have a very, very relaxed presence about yourself today. As I said when I began this, it's kind of a gloomy day here in New Jersey, so this is a good day to just relax and let go. Use your 3-part breath gently, breathing abdomen, rib cage, upper chest, and exhaling upper chest, rib cage, abdomen contract, tuck the navel center back towards the spine. So breathe fully and comfortably. Make sure you can all hear me. So let the knees relax and scan your body if you feel any contracting or tightness. Just gently soften that space with your breath today. 3-part breath, abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. You can have an even breath or you can have a breath where the exhalation is longer. It's up to you. Continue to be aware if there's tightness in the body, you want to just relax that. And it's very easy to relax it as you exhale. The exhale is the body's natural release mechanism. Feel the lower belly get soft first as you inhale. Always release the muscles of the lower belly before you begin your inhale. That's very important. If you're holding your tummy in and you're trying to inhale, it's not good for the central nervous system without getting too complicated. Watch the breath as it moves through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs, expanding abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. And then watch as the breath exits the body, taking with it whatever needs to be gone from your being. Preparing the body for our practice. Finding the rhythm of our breath. The rhythm of the breath as we are part of nature, how nature breathes naturally, how a baby breathes naturally, rise and fall, always gentle, always full. And at the end of your next exhale, just gently release your breath. So we're going to do a little stretching first before we get into our full restorative class. So just gently circle your hips. Gently. Today's a restorative class. Move gently. Maybe back off like 30-40% of what you normally intend in your practice. We want to be sattvic. Sattvic means peaceful, balance, and harmony as we practice. We always want to do that, but especially today as we want to release and relax the body. And circle the opposite direction. Keep your spine long and your sit bones grounded and feel the gentle stretch. Feel the gentle stretch through the crown of your head. Feel the stretch through your neck as your shoulders relax. And come on to center. So we're going to take the hands under the knees to help stretch, extend and flex our spine. So your hands are under your knees. And you're going to exhale round, arms are straight. Inhale, come on up, shoulders back. Remember, back off a little. Do this with gentle, flowing movements. You're moving with the rhythm of your breath today. Keep your chin parallel to the floor, especially when you come upward. Feel how soft the belly is on the inhalation. Feel a gentle contraction through the tummy on the exhalation. And your shoulders are always back and down in both positions. So feel the ease and flow, very meditative quality with our movements today. You're dancing. It's like you're dancing to the rhythm of your breath. And come on up. So I wore a good shirt today, so breathe deeply but gently. Drop your left hand, reach all the way over, and lengthen. Sit up tall out of the sit bones and reach. Relax the shoulders. Gentle energy through the fingers. Breathe where you feel a stretch. If you feel a stretch here on the right, breathe into the right side. Let the breath open you from the inside out. I always say that, and I truly believe we give ourselves internal massages. Press that right knee down if it's not. Inhale slowly, come on up. Take your time, reach the left arm up. Exhale, reach it over. Nice full deep breaths. Press that left sit bone down. Don't reach over to the side with your sit bones. Sit bones are grounded. And inhale, come on all the way up. Gently with your breath, inhale the shoulders up. Exhale back and down. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Don't drop your chin. Keep your spine long, not hunching forward. With your next exhale, rotate the shoulders forward and down. So you're going to inhale up, exhale forward and down. Try to keep the shoulders wide, creating space through the joints. We did that in the joint freeing series this week, and we should always be mindful to do that. So come on to center, And we're going to stretch our legs out. You can come off whatever you're seated on if you'd like to. And again, we're backing off the movements that we usually do. Maybe we do a really strong movement a lot. We want to back off and just gently point the toes as you exhale. Inhale, flex. Exhale. Inhale, push away at the palms. Shoulders should be relaxed. The strength is in your arm muscles. Nice full deep breaths. Notice what you feel as you move in a meditative way with the quality of a soft, slow, healthful breath. And come to center. Gently circle your ankles in one direction, keeping your knees and your thighs still. Move a little slower. Some of you are moving too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Circle in the opposite direction. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. And come on to center. So gently bring the soles of the feet towards each other, sitting up tall, forward hinge. And gently today, just let the breath open the back body as it lengthens the muscles. So feel the natural exhale being used as a release mechanism as you hinge forward. Breathe. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders. Breathe fully and deeply. Notice how the inhale stretches the inside body, also helping to stretch the outside body just with the rhythm of the natural flow of breath. Inhale, slowly come on up. Just stretch out your left leg and gentle turn to the left. Press the right knee down, and again, breathe deeply. I'd rather you breathe 100% slowly and deeply and do about 50% of the movement. So the body is easeful and the muscles are receptive to opening and flowing with prana. Come on through center. And just switch sides. Try not to use your hands, so you'll see how strong your hip flexors are. So even in a gentle manner, you just take the leg back, turning to the right, flexing the foot gently. Again, avoid pulling and twisting so hard. You just want to be able to breathe comfortably. If you're not able to breathe comfortably, you're overexerting yourself in the posture. Press your left knee down as you sit up tall. There is some effort, everyone, but you want to be gentle with that effort. As my teacher used to say, it's a relaxed effort. Come on through center, stretch both legs out. And for the first pose, we're going to take our bolster or our pillow, and we're going to lay it across our legs. We're going to draw the bolster into the tummy. Now, if you don't have a bolster, you might want to use the pillows you were sitting on. Right? You can do that. Sitting tall. And just gently lift the ribs up over the pillows or the bolster. Relax the shoulders and gentle forward bend. We're going to stay here. Take some full 3-part breaths. Just gently keep the heels flexed. Breathe into your back. avoid reaching for the toes, please. Bring those arms back. Or you can let them rest alongside the body on the floor with the palms up. Palms up is a sign of surrender. I give up. Like when your puppy lies on her back. She gives up. She's in full surrender to, and safe. You feel safe. Feel the body start to maybe hinge forward a little more. It's safely supported. It's safe to stretch the back body. Breathe into the back body, into the back of the upper chest. Breathe into your upper back. Breathe into where your kidneys and adrenal glands are. They're right about mid rib cage, where the ribs start. Tuck the tummy gently with your lower belly on the exhales. Relax the belly completely on the inhales. Very gently press your palms to the floor and inhale, slowly push yourselves up. So that pose also helps you to work your digestive organs, to massage them gently. So we're going to do a hip pose for the hips, to open the hips. So now some of you have tight hips, and I know you need to sit up on a pillow. So I'm taking both of my knees to the right. Okay, both my knees to the right. Now how we do that, you bring the knees up, hip distance, and they're staying hip distance. You drop the knees to the right, taking the right foot to the left knee. And you're going to take the left hand to the hip, and you're going to gently rock the hip forward as you inhale, and turn and look over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower. Now, if you're having a hard time sitting like this, you would take a pillow, a blanket, whatever is comfortable, and you would place it underneath your right sit bone. So now the sit bones are even. They should not touch the floor. They should just be even. So if you need to do that, take the time to do that. Be safe and comfortable. And we're all going to inhale, turn right. Exhale, drop that left hip back. So this helps to balance your sacroiliac. Move with your breath. Make sure your body comes square to your hips. Shoulders are square back to the front. And gently, move slowly and gently. Make sure that right hand is behind you so you can work the twist. If it's next to you, you can't twist so well. So be mindful where your hand is. And now, you're going to take both hands to the right in a twist. So take some nice deep breaths. You are off of your left sit bone. Yes, you are. The left sit bone is off the floor. Shoulders are back. Nice deep breaths. Continuing to try to take the left hip towards the right. But remember, you want to ease up on the posture so that the breathing is the fullest form of its expression for you. You want the breath to be the fullest form of its expression for you. Okay? So now if you have your bolster, we're going to the right. You're going to take the bolster, and I'm going to place it outside of my right hip. Not by my knee, outside the hip. And I'm going to turn back to where I was, rest my chest on the bolster, and turn onto my right cheek. Relax my arms. And we're going to stay here and breathe. Again, you can turn the palms up. It's a form of surrender. If you feel you'd like to turn the front of the sternum more onto the bolster, you can lift a little, turn, and then lay the sternum over the bolster and turn the cheek. Right cheek is on the bolster. Take some nice full 3-part breaths. If you'd like to extend your arms out, make sure they're wider than your bolster. Please make sure you're comfortable. If you'd like a bigger stretch, very gently raise the head up and slowly as you can, turn the head and put the left cheek on the bolster. If that's not comfortable, go back to the original position with the right cheek on the bolster. Deep, full breaths. Deep, full breaths. And then now release the breath and just notice whatever you notice. If you're turning your head and you're on your right cheek, slowly turn to the left now, please, for a moment. Continue to breathe fully and peacefully. Walk your hands, palms back, palms down, and let the head relax. Push yourself up slowly. And come on back to center. I love that pose. I know you all love that pose too. So come on to center. We're going to take the bolster. We're just going to move it over to our left side. We're going to have the feet hip distance. And we're going to rock both knees to the left. Remember, if you need to here, put something under your left sit bone if your right sit bone is not meeting the left one. Right? We want to sit into both our sit bones here. And if you're not able to do that, that's because of tight hips, okay? So, adjust. So we take the right hand to the hip and we're going to inhale, turn. So see, my hand's not all the way behind me. As I move it behind me, I'm able to turn more. So adjust your hands. Exhale, come back. Inhale, turn. This helps to balance your sacroiliac. Breathe. I'm lifting my right sit bone off the floor, stretching the front of my thigh muscle and my hip flexor, stretching the psoas muscle. But it's ever so easeful and peaceful of a movement. Now, you're going to keep the left hand behind you. Take the right hand to meet it. They're wide as your shoulders. And you're going to work the twist. Press the left knee down. Breathe. Lift the heart. Draw the shoulders back. So you're lengthening the front body. Breathing deeply is much more easeful when you have more space to open and breathe. So now we're going to take the bolster and take it to our left hip. I'm going to adjust because I'm a little close to my altar here. So we're taking it to the hip. There we go. There. Right up my altar. And we're going to slowly turn the body. So now if you can't turn a lot, everybody, you want to bring the bolster maybe closer to the knee. If you have a big turn, you can take it back towards the hip. So I can turn pretty comfortably. So I'm going to turn and bring my sternum and my belly button onto the mat, or attempting to, and resting my left cheek. I'm going to breathe deeply. Keep pressing your right knee down. Palms up for surrender, or down, or becoming more internal. Each thing we do in a yoga practice means something. So breathe deeply. Feel the exhale, the natural exhale. Just relax the body. Very gently raise the head slightly, only if you did this on the other side though. And you're going to turn your cheek over to the right. You'll feel the difference in the stretch through the neck on side to side. So do only what's comfortable. Never force, never strain. We're doing restorative yoga, everyone. Relax in the pose. You should be able to let go and breathe completely, fully, and deeply. You can stretch your arms out if you'd like. Walk your hands back. Turn your cheek back onto the left side for a moment. Take your both hands, push yourselves up slowly. Let the head come up last. And come on up to seated. You can stretch your legs out. I wanted to say to everybody at this point, if you're rewatching this video, you can stop. You can have the video next to you, stop it, and just stay in those poses for like 3 minutes or so. Okay? Only do what's comfortable. So now we're going to stretch our legs out. Lengthen them out. Don't put that bolster too far away. This is a restorative practice this morning. Stretch your legs as wide as you can comfortably. Wide as you can comfortably. We're going to take that bolster back. We're going to place it between the inner thighs. Now, if you need to sit up on a pillow or blankets, if your hips are tight, if you have a hard time sitting up easily, you should be sitting up on something. This is a restorative, relaxing class. So you're going to sit up tall. Make the legs as wide as comfortable. My phone. Keep the feet flexed. Draw the bolster in between the thighs. Draw your shoulders back. Hold on to the side of the bolster. Avoid reaching. We want the shoulders back. And just lay the front body gently over the bolster. Now, if this is as far as you can go, maybe you should take those pillows, bring them in, and lay over those. Keep your feet gently flexed, everyone. So I'm giving everybody different options. I'm bringing my forehead to the bolster. If your head is dropping, maybe you need a block. If you can't get down, maybe you can put a block right at the space of the forehead. So just let the block be there for those of you who can't reach the forehead towards the bolster. You should feel a gentle stretch through your inner thighs. Gentle, full deep breaths. Feel your body start to relax in the poses. If you feel a 10% stretch, you're getting significant benefit. So stay connected to that. Your breath is full and deep. And when you feel ready, you can just surrender the breath and let it flow at its own pace. But watch it. Watch how the breath flows, as if you're watching someone else breathe, or your pet breathe, or a baby breathe. And then gently take two hands closer to the body. Push yourself up slowly. And release. So I love doing restorative poses. And as I said in the previous pose, you can stop this video when you do it at home and just stay there and breathe as long as you like. I stay in these poses a lot longer than I am. Sometimes my practice like this will take me an hour and a half. And yeah, it feels great. And we want to let go. How do you feel so far, right? So we're going to stretch both legs out. And again, for those of you who have pillows, maybe you want to roll your pillow. If you have a yoga blanket, you just want to fold it so it's firm like this. I don't have a yoga blanket. They all got destroyed in a flood 2 years ago, so I don't have any blankets left. They're all gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my regular bolster. You can use your pranayama pillow if you'd like. But what the intention is to raise the spine. You can use 2 blocks if you want. If you're not comfortable with blocks, please don't use them. I'm fine with blocks. But what I'm going to do is take the bolster. I'm going to bring it into the small of my back. And I'm going to lift, keep my sit bones down. I'm going to lift up and over. Turning the palms up. Bringing the arms away from the body and breathe. Take some full 3-part breaths right now, breathing abdomen, rib cage, and upper chest. And exhaling, upper chest, rib cage, abdomen contract. Please make sure you're comfortable. If you're not, bend your knees and roll to the side and come up out of the pose comfortably, slowly and safely the way you came into it. Now, some of you might like to do arm movements. You can hold opposite wrists over the head. Now, if your arms don't drop like mine do, I generally put a block under my wrist. Sometimes I'll walk around and give those to my students. Now, since I'm holding the wrists one way, I'm going to hold them that way for a few moments. There's a nice stretch through the upper body, through the sternum. Your psoas muscle is lengthening as you breathe fully, consciously, calmly, and deeply. Feel your body really relax. You have to be able to feel that letting go quality. You can find it more easily as you exhale. However you're holding your wrists or your elbows, hold them now the opposite way. And I'm holding both wrists with my fingers. I'm going to switch over to my elbows because that's most comfortable for me. But allow the exhale to allow the body to really, really relax. I like to extend my legs a little because the stretch is starting to happen through the body. So you might want to walk the heels away from the body a little and then relax. Feel the stretch through the front body. It's only about 10-15%, but that's very, very, very significant when you're able to breathe fully and consciously. Make sure your upper back is settled and even on the bolster. Releasing the wrists or the arms. We've done both holds. Just bring the arms alongside your body. Turn the palms up. Relax and breathe for a few rounds. Just slide the arms closer to your body, palms up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears a little and then let the arms relax. Make sure your chin is tucked towards your chest. And we're going to bend both knees and gently roll to the right. Slowly coming off your bolster, rest in the fetal position for a moment. And let the head be heavy. Use two hands. Push yourself up slowly to a seated position. We love that pose, that supported fish pose. So the next pose we're going to do supported this morning is a supported bridge pose. So we're opening the front body. If you've been sitting a lot, if you've been on computers, whatever it is, even in regular life. I don't know if life will ever be regular. We're going to have a better new normal. I think we should all think of that. It's going to be better. Yeah, it's going to be better. So for this, I'm going to use my block, or you can use a pranayama pillow. I'm going to show it to you with both. So before you lay down, please just watch, okay? Because I don't want anybody lifting or putting weight on their head when they're laying on their back. It's not safe at all to do. So you should be able just to listen to the sound of my voice. So what we're going to do, we're going to come on to the backs. Remember, you're watching first. Do not do it because I want you to be safe. You cannot watch the screen while you're lying on your back. I don't care if the camera's next to you. Whoever said that. So we're going to come on to our back in preparatory position for the bridge pose. And you can either use a block, like I said, or you can use the pranayama pillow or the bolster I used earlier. And you're going to come on up and lift the hips. You're going to take the block, and it's going to be long ways from right to left. I'm going to place it underneath my sacrum, and I'm going to relax completely. Keeping the knees parallel. Now just watch, I'm going to show you the next way you could do it with a pranayama pillow. I'm going to slide it a little higher, and I'm just going to rest. Now I don't want to round my back like this. I want my sacrum fully supported by either of the props that I'm using, okay? And since I can, I will show you on the bolster because I like to do this for myself. It's a little higher. If you have a high, thick bolster, you're not going to be able to do it. So this one's not so high, so I lift and I just rest right on the bolster. Actually, I'm going to stay here because that feels so much better. It's cushioned, it's firm. So now everybody lie on your back, have your feet flat, knees bent. Press into your arms and first lift into a full bridge pose with your head centered. Never move your head or turn your head in the bridge pose. Don't turn your head. And press through the feet, lift your hips, and slide one of those three props underneath your lower back, supporting the sacrum. Turn the palms up. And all you need to do right now is breathe. Keep the knees hip distance. Don't let the knees rock out. You want to feel the knees staying parallel to each other. Just breathe, everyone. Feel your upper back and shoulders even to the floor. Make sure you feel even. See how easy it is to take some nice full three-part breaths here. Feel the body, feel the tummy really, really relax with the exhalation. You're not drawing the navel back or lifting the pelvic floor. It's the natural law of gravity taking over as the lungs and diaphragm empty and lift. You're able to take in breath, empty breath completely, and just let the weight of the navel fall towards the spine naturally. Do not control the breath. Surrender with your exhalations. Just be aware of the prana with your inhalations. If you'd like, you can gently reach the arms over the head, but only if your arms touch the floor. If shoulders stay on the floor. In a very gentle manner, they're wider than your mat. Arms are wider than the mat if you choose to do this. Now you can stay here, but one other thing I love to do, and this is a safe place to do it, I gently stretch out one leg at a time. I make sure my thighs roll inward. I extend the legs so I feel a gentle stretch through the hip flexors, through the psoas muscle. I'm gently pointing my toes, but rolling the inner thighs inward. And it gives a different stretch through the front body, but be very gentle. Again, using only about 10 or 15% of your muscle engagement. Be very gentle as you breathe. Breathe all the way down into the pit of the pelvis. Very gently bring the feet back, slowly, one at a time. You can bring the arms alongside the body again. Take a moment, breathe consciously. We're going to make sure the feet are under the knees. The shoulders are on the floor, not the shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders. And gently press through the feet, lifting the hips off of whatever you're resting on for your restorative pose. And slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, keeping the knees hip distance, keeping the shoulders back and the chin tucked as you roll down evenly. Bend your knees and roll to one side, snuggling in the fetal position. Now you're going to stay here. We're not going to come up. It's time for Shavasana already. So you will only come up if you choose to use your pranayama pillow or bolster in supported fish pose for Shavasana. Now you're able to do that today if you'd like. I think we did enough of that, so I would just lie on the back. But if you're not going to use the pranayama pillow for that, please take your bolster or pillow and bring it under your knees like this. I need a longer kitchen. This way. So let the knees relax. Turn the palms up. Take the arms away from the body. That's a body reading for surrender. And I like to make sure my chin is tucked. I draw the shoulder blades. I pin them down to the mat, taking the shoulders away from the ears. Extend the legs a little. And you're ready for Shavasana. So as you continue to settle yourself in, I'm going to come to a comfortable seated position. And I'm so relaxed, it was pretty hard. So I'm going to sit up on this bolster. And everybody have your eyes closed. Begin to slowly watch your breath. And feel the legs and toes relax. The legs and toes are relaxed all the way up to your hips. Find a comfortable place and just let them be there. Relax your fingers, arms, upper arms and shoulders, relax. Find a comfortable place for them and let them be there. Gently, gently engage the buttocks muscles and release them. As slowly and comfortably as you can, breathe into the lower belly, expanding it. Let it out with the soft whoosh. Breathe gently and fully into your upper chest. Let it out with the gentle whoosh. Just gently squeeze the facial muscles. Purse the lips and release. Stretch the tongue out gently. Raise the eyebrows without opening the eyes. And release. Find a comfortable place just to be. Making a commitment not to move for the remainder of Shavasana. If there's a space in your body that has not yet surrendered, relaxed, or let go, lovingly and gently, ask that part to let go. Let it know it's safe. Send a gentle mental breath and relax. As you relax fully and completely, notice any movements or currents of sensation in the body. We're all made of stardust, I've said. And we have electromagnetic currents that run through us. Yes, they run through us. When our energy is clear and clean, our food and our water are healthy and clean and organic, it's easier for us to feel the body connection. When we're in stillness like this, it's magnificent to feel the natural currents and movements and sensations that arise, that love, that are noticed in stillness. Slowly moving out of stillness, wiggling your fingers, your toes, moving your arms and legs slowly and quietly. Give yourself a big stretch or a big hug. And gently bending your knees, roll to the right. And as you snuggle in the fetal position today, just notice what you notice. Maybe if thoughts arise, notice what comes from the subconscious or the unconscious. When we're able to release and move our tissues, our muscles and joints, we release old emotions, old thoughts, sometimes old wounds from our tissue, muscles, and cell memory. That's where discomfort arises. So very gently and slowly push yourself up to seated. We're going to sit quietly for a moment with the eyes closed. Let your hands rest on your lap or your knees. We're going to do a moment of meditation today. So watch the breath. Just watch the inhalation. Watch the exhalation. You're not controlling your breath. You're watching. And as the breath flows in, repeat in your mind, Om Shanti. And as the breath exits, the same, Om Shanti. Sitting tall, erect, yet relaxed. And today, let's bring our palms together in a prayer position and chant for inner peace, for our worldly peace, and for cosmic and universal peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I wish all of you peace and love, good health and happiness, and lots of fun. Namaste. Thank you for coming. I hope everybody feels wonderful. Please use this video often. It's going to be up on my YouTube channel soon today. And I thank you all so much for being here. I really do. It's so nice to see all the names. I'm reading all the names that are people who are here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, when you do watch this video, stop it and pause it when you're in the restorative poses. I mean, I love to stay in those poses sometimes 3 to 5 minutes. It's like, oh my goodness, it feels so good. So I love you all. Thank you for commenting. Oh, and please like my, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I can go live on YouTube if I have 100 subscribers. So put the word out there, okay? Thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.